Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is a continuation video of what we discussed in the previous video, where we talked about reasons why leaders fail. We discussed 5 points in the previous video, and in this video we would be discussing another 5 points which I feel are critical make or break to decide or are the reasons why leaders fail. So let's begin. Now, number 6, self-centeredness. Now, nobody is ever inspired in a positive way by someone who is all about himself. So as a leader, it is very important that you understand your responsibility and the need to think good about your team all the time, to stand by your team all the time, because it is your team that will take you to the summit, and it is not the opposite of that. So a good leader is always all about his team, and he always puts his team benefit before his personal benefit. So that would be point 6. Don't be a self-centered person if you want to be respected by your team, because if you could cultivate this habit into your team, that would create that positive vibes which would result into the respect that everyone would be. Now, number 7 is arrogance of authoritative power. Now let us understand, leadership is all about being part of the team and making sure things are moving in the right direction. That is all leadership is about, making sure things are moving in the right direction. A true leader is like a lion who not only protects his group but also makes sure that his group keeps making lions out of cubs, right? So understand, it was the motivation to venture into the new places that took humans to the moon, right? So you can get your work done temporarily by abusing your power and everything, but that is not a long. 8, lust for designation. Now this is kind of related to the previous point, but I've come across people, and what I've realized is the leaders who wants to abuse the power of their authority always have this weird sense or the lust for designation, because what they feel is the designation on their card or visiting card is directly proportionate to the respect that they earn. A total misconception, but that is how it is. And a true leader is never driven by the designation. Of course, it is a part of the team motivation and all, because it is there. But a true leader is always driven by the value that he adds to the team, and is always eager to motivate his team to achieve more. So this weird lust for designation, and only designation because it would take you higher, would only generate a boss out of it. The next point would be dishonesty. This is a total no-no for a leader and an alarm to the organization, because it takes pretty long time and a lot of effort from you to earn that respect from your team and from organization. So it is very important that you are always honest in your personal and professional life both, because that is a prime responsibility of a leader to be honesty, to have that honesty. Dishonesty, according to me, is nothing but a lack of perspective. They lack the vision or the maturity or the understanding to look at the bigger picture, or looking at a shorter or a smaller benefit at the cost of the humongous benefit that one would get once he lets go of this dishonesty and this weird lack of perspective. So next time before you behave dishonestly, just ask yourself, am I looking at the right picture? Am I looking at the bigger picture? Am I looking at the long-term perspective, or am I just looking at the short-term benefit at the cost of the actual benefit that I should be reaping with the skill sets and with the efforts that I'm putting into this? Last point, which I feel is a critical part of being successful as a leader, is mood swings or the mood driven. Now, are you having a rough day at your personal or the professional life, and are you treating your team as per your mood? If you are doing that, then stop it right now, because your team is not your punching bag, right? Where you take out all your frustration and everything. A good leadership demands uh, the understanding and the control over your mind and your heart both at the same time, because if you cultivate the professionalism or the professional attitude in your team, I feel this point would never come into your leadership part, because a professionalism, a professional attitude always treats you or always teaches you how to behave in the moment, and that is what I feel is very important. You cannot treat your team or your bosses or your customer. Conclude, a true leader is more than just numbers and sales targets, and understands the value of relationship, understands the value of human emotions, because this is at the core of any successful team. Emotions. I've seen a 50-year-old guy work with an enthusiasm of 21-year-old guy at 1 a.m. in the night, just because the leader was able to tap in that deep emotion inside him, and was able to motivate him to believe that he was a part of the team and he could make a difference, right? Remember that everyone wants to make a difference, right? Everyone wants to be a part of success, and everyone wants to make a difference to the team. And a true leader understands the importance of every single individual in the team, and he also makes sure that everyone is on board with his own team's goal and everything. And that is how you lead your team. And always avoid ignoring people, always avoid to make sure abusing people with your authoritative power, or abusing people in language, degrading themselves from their dignified place in the organization. Right? If you are doing all those things, stop it right now, and you will see your team grow in exponential ways, in ways more than one, in ways that you could not have ever imagined it to grow. With that said, guys, I hope you liked this video, and if you like this video, do give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and do subscribe to my channel till the time I come back with next video.